Hi, this is Jeff Lesher with What's the Point? And the point this week is based on the old saying that the more things change, the more they stay the same. By sort of engineering this a little bit differently, which is if you want things to stay the same with respect to retaining your top talent, you need to change. Because if you don't change, things will absolutely not remain the same. Now, that's for a number of reasons. My colleague Whitney Siders has a TikTok out this week talking about how employees are feeling pushed in the direction of the things that define the so-called hustle culture and feeling that their well-being is not being supported. And one of the reasons that might be true, I learned this recently from a guest who's going to be on our podcast, Inevitable: The Future of Work, coming up, who said that leaders often, with the best of intention, try to impose the path that they believe they followed for success. What worked for me must work for you, so I'm just going to make you do it. And that's one of the reasons that so many otherwise gifted leaders are asking people to come back to the office much more and in a much more rigid way than the people really want. So there's a disconnect there. Another possibility is something that really hasn't changed over a long period of time, which is that people want to be invested in and made better by their organizations. They are craving growth and mobility. Note that I did not say a career path. Note that I did not suggest a lockstep, one-size-fits-all approach. But growth and development, growth and mobility, growth and agility, these are ways that we can really not only raise the level of ability of our people to contribute, but increase the likelihood that they will stay. There's data that goes back 20 some years that says the more marketable people feel they're being made by their current company, the likelier they are to stay. One thing that we've known through a lot of Gallup data over the last 16, 17 years, and which is reinforced by a recent study done by Better Works, is that 72% of people who are leaving their jobs are running away from something they don't like versus running towards something that's more attractive. So don't kid yourself about that. And another statistic they had in the same study, which freaked me out, is this. Of the people who are voluntarily leaving their jobs, 30% are positively promoting their business to the world. In other words, they're acting as though they have good things and only good things to say. The ENPS score is misleading as all get out. So among things that we encourage is an active, ongoing stay conversation. And one thing that I will point you emphatically in the direction of is invest in the growth and development. Give people the opportunity for mobility. Give them different perspectives and opportunities. If you want to keep them engaged and you want to retain them productively, you need to invest in that way. But not in terms of what you think is important. Create the parameter. It needs to be relevant. And then have conversations that allow people to, as much as is reasonable, author their own journey. Co-author it at minimum with you, and then have your support in that wonderful blend of learn it, do it, get coached about it, and try some more. The more things change, the more they'll stay the same. The more you stay the same, the more things are going to change. So pick your direction and then apply sensibility to being even better, because that is the point.